What's going on, LEGO Maniacs, and welcome back to a brand new video. I am ZacATK. So today is going to be a LEGO vlog, I guess. Today is Saturday, and I'm super duper excited because I have a ton of LEGO in front of me, and I'm going to be building a LEGO set that has been in my drawers, my Stairlight drawers, for about, I don't know, 2 years. And it's I think it's like 9:30 this morning, and so I woke up and I have my coffee, and I'm gonna be watching some videos, probably some Christmas movies and stuff like that, and I'm going to be building this LEGO set. And I'm super duper excited because this will give me more space in my drawers and more stuff for sorting parts and such in the future, which is exciting. And this will hopefully be a very, very fun build. I'm actually building a Bevan's brick mock today. I'm building the double train shed. It's going to require 2 base plates and all these bins here. So let me show you all the bins and all the things I'm going to be doing today. So I have this massive instruction booklet here. This is like almost a tree, and it's going to require 2 base plates, and that's what I'm building today. So I have all of this here on my build desk, all the parts that have been somewhat organized by color and by type. And I'm really excited to get going and to start building this LEGO double train shed, which will go in the LEGO city. And if you like this video, be sure and subscribe to ZacATK, me, this channel. I post videos as often as I can every week. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the build, and I'll share some progress updates as the build progresses. So after several Christmas movies, I'm talking about the Santa Claus trilogy, Home Alone 1 and 2, and A Christmas Carol, and some odds and ends classic Christmas cartoons like Frosty the Snowman, 'Twas the Night Before Christmas, and a handful of other things, I finally finished building the double train shed that I got a couple years back. It was a mock that I had purchased from Bevan's Bricks. I did run into a handful of snags, and that was the missing of some certain parts, so I had to improvise. And thankfully I had stuff in my inventory to make placeholders for where this is going to go and all that fun jazz. So let me go ahead and show you the mock and show you where it may go. It's obviously not going to go where I thought it would because it's bigger than I thought it is, but it's a really cool size mock, and it's going to be really hard to show you this one-handed. So just bear with me. Let's just check this out. So here is the double train shed by Bevan's Bricks. I bought this mock from him, I think in 2023, and a lot of instructions, and this took a long time to build, but it was a lot of fun to build. There were some things I didn't really like about it, and that was the roof build. I feel like that was probably the least favorite part of the build that I had, but it's a very, very well detailed shop in and out, and it's a very, very clean train double train shed all the way around. Lots of details. I got to give it up to Bevan's Bricks for making such a really, really awesome mock here. These are the parts that Pick a Brick shortchanged me on. They gave me modified Snot 1x1 nougat in these, not with the clip, so I had to use these from my inventory on all sides to make this work. So I did a Pick a Brick order the other day for the correct parts for these. But other than that, the set was pretty much complete, and I had a blast doing it. It is 2 base plates, so I am going to have to figure out how to put this in my LEGO city. One thing that I'm kind of torn on doing, and that is mills plating all of my train base plates, which I probably should have done in the first place, but I didn't think of doing because I thought this would be a high enough platform for the train to go on, and I didn't particularly want to buy a bunch of 16 by 16 gray plates, but I may end up doing that anyways, but we will have to see. My vision for the set originally was to go right here, and obviously it's not going to fit, so this set I think is going to have to sit out for the time being. And the reason why I built this set, I know I said I was going to clean up the LEGO room a little bit, and I have, was to empty out a bunch of drawers. This LEGO set took up so many drawers that I finally have 2 or 3 of my Stairlight bins back. So with my 3 Stairlight, 3 or 4, 2 or 3, 3 maybe 4 at this point, Stairlight bins back, I'm able to now reorganize some stuff and start putting some stuff away. The double train shed itself, not sure where it's going to go in the LEGO City, as it is bigger than I thought it was, like I said before, so I'll just have to see where it can possibly go. I definitely want to include it somehow in the future. That would be honestly phenomenal to put it somewhere, but until that time comes, it's going to hang out somewhere out of the way. Once I kind of figure out what I'm going to do with all of my tracks and stuff like that and really get the train rolling is then when I'll make the executive decision whether I'm going to mills plate all of these train tracks the way they are, which would require having to rebuild them in some capacity, which isn't really a big deal. It's just going to be the curves that I think are going to be the issue, but we'll see. The next thing I really need to do is clean up the LEGO City table. It's just, I've been piling on stuff, and it looks pretty gross in my opinion. So now that all of that is out of the way, I can actually start cleaning up the LEGO City and trying to place a lot of the minifigures where they need to go. So let's just take a quick inventory of the things we need to do, and then we'll tackle those. So obviously right now there's just stuff pale-mailed everywhere in the LEGO City. I had to take apart the barber shop. They have no roof. I stole their roof because those parts actually belong to the train shed. So I'm going to have to put a new roof on that building, but I'll do that at a later time. What I want to accomplish is getting all the minifigures back where they roughly should go, getting all the mills plates off a table, and getting a lot of the stuff situated and put away. So here's some other stuff I need to put away with and figure out where the home is going to go, and the Grand Brick Cross Station is the next that I'm going to build. That eventually will have its home right here. So I need to clean up all this stuff and maybe even try and get the traffic lights back up. So that's what we're going to accomplish right now. Okay, I got all the minifigures scattered around the LEGO City, trying to tell as much of story as I can and try to position the vehicles as spread out as I could. There's still some stuff I could put in the LEGO City, but I wanted to get somewhat things taken care of. I did go ahead and create another traffic light, and I also corrected all the signs in the LEGO City, so all the signs now point to the proper roads they are supposed to designate that they are here, and so everything is now marked. And so the next thing I need to do is go in and put little lamp posts everywhere and try and doctor up some stuff. I definitely want to finish this train station mock soon. My plan is to double it up. I already have the parts for it. I just need to build the other half of it, and that'll be done. And of course, complete the barbershop, make that finished, and then try and figure out what I'm going to put here next to the Natural History Museum. I feel like there needs to be something right there. I'm not sure what could go right there, but we definitely do have things to do. And of course, to finish this right here, the switch track to go right there, which since the double train shed isn't going to go here, obviously, I do really need to think about getting the single train shed, the bricklink train shed, if I can ever find that for a decent price. And then here I have just a little construction scene going right here for the Brick Cross Station, which I'm excited to start building that really soon. That way this won't be a blank space anymore, and it'll be something cool and kind of my more flushed out construction scene. I do wish I did have that Lego crane. That way I could at least do like a suspended of like these support pieces here. That would be very, very neat in my opinion. And more vehicles. I feel like the roads need a handful of more vehicles, maybe 2 or 3 more, and I think I'd be pretty happy with that. Thomas is already over there, which I'm super duper excited to have Thomas hopefully running here soon. I put the decals and stuff on him, thanks to Wooden Toby for hooking me up with some decals, and I put them on there myself, so he turned out very, very nice. I actually just bought the instructions for Annie and Clarabelle from him, and I'm going to be motorizing my Annie and Clarabelle with powered up functions here in the coming future. So LEGO City is less of a mess. I still have a little bit of mess in the LEGO room to clean up, which hopefully I will be able to clean all this up pretty soon and make it nice and neat. In the meantime, for the double train shed, we're going to have to figure out where that's going to go. So anyways, on to the next project, which is going to be tackling the light posts and more stuff for a later video. Well, that's all I got for you this time, LEGO Maniacs. A lot of things going on in the LEGO City. I'm trying to get as much accomplished during the holiday time as I possibly can. It is kind of hard because this time of year, it really drains me for some reason. When I get home, I'm really tired, and so I have to force myself to work out. I force myself to do other things, and I also have to make myself make content, which normally with the last couple of days for some reason, I've been battling the funk, and then I've also just been really, really tired. So I'm not sure what's going on. Maybe it's just the wintertime vibes of like, hey, maybe humans were meant to hibernate in some degree. I'd love to know your thoughts on hibernation for humans in the comment section down below, because I can't be the only one. So next time I'll try and do another LEGO City update and try and figure out what I can do next as far as getting the train going and building Annie and Clarabelle. But parts of that aren't probably going to come in. My pick-a-brick order probably won't be in for a couple of weeks. I was hoping to have it before Christmas, but they're having a lot of LEGO orders right now because of the holidays, so I totally get it if I don't get it before then. But I do have stuff to do in the meantime, which is going to be building Brick Cross Station, putting it in the LEGO City, and maybe even finishing the switch tracks and doing some odds and ends projects here and there. One thing I do want to tackle in the LEGO room is that the lighting in here is not the greatest. It's really cumbersome for me to have my lights on stands, and so what I'm thinking about doing is getting some rechargeable studio lighting to attach to the shelves. That way I can point them, one here and one there, and maybe a third one in another angle. That way I can have better filming and lighting here, because I do feel like the lighting is a bit harsh and makes me look kind of icky and makes the city look very dark and bland, in my opinion. I mean, even though there's plenty of vibrant colors in LEGO City with all the buildings and stuff like that, I do feel like that there are some things that just could definitely be brightened up, and I feel like it would look better, in my opinion, if it was a little bit brighter in here. So that's some other project I'm going to try and knock out here in the near future. But anyways, I greatly appreciate all you guys hanging out with me in this video. Let me know in the comment section down below if you have any suggestions for my LEGO City or anything you'd like to see me potentially add. And in the meantime, I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your weekend with your friends. Keep building, comment, like, subscribe, please, and I'll see you in the next video.